fear when you see 8,000 climbing up on you. Don't see them as men, just see them as enemies of the king, you know.
Greetings from the eccentric man, something different this evening. We've been looking into this for a little while, and we saw some guys playing this at the roll call tournament last weekend, and we thought to ourselves, yeah, we fancy something different. We've been doing a lot of bolt action, but we thought we'd like to try something different, perhaps a little bit quicker of an evening to get a game in quite happily. So we looked at Saga and decided to make the jump. And I've ordered in a starter army from Gripping Beast. They were very quick with the delivery, 2 days turnaround, so thank you very much to Gripping Beast for that speed of action in the order and the delivery. So we're going to go through the box, what was in there, and have a look at some of the figures that came with it, some of my views on the figures that are in there, and let's have a look and see what we've got. Well, welcome from the eccentric man. Something of a departure. You may have seen me talking about it in some of the groups, but I put a little order in the other day, and this has come through the post. So, what have we got here? We have some dice. Interesting. And we've got some markers. We've got a box of goodies. I think we have a rule book, and I think you can guess what it is by now. And some measuring sticks. So, yeah, that's come through. That's very interesting. I'll start to get it out, and back in a tick. So, unwrapping the little parcel there, we've got the 4 battle boards that go with the factions: Normans, Anglo-Danish, Welsh and Vikings. Got the rule book, and we've got our box of figures, 4 points of Viking warband. This was a starter deal from Gripping Beast that I put an order in probably about 2 days ago. So it has come through very quickly, so thank you very much to Gripping Beast for being so quick on the off. So let's have a look at the figures that we get in the starter box. Back in a tick. So here we go, here's the box. It's got a nice figure on the front of, yep, as you can guess, a Viking. If we turn over, let's see if this light helps. Nah. So, yep, there we go. We've got a little bit on the back, which includes 2 units of warriors, 16 figures, 1 warlord, as pictured. Includes 1 unit of Hearthguard, and 1 unit of berserkers. So, yeah, nice little picture on the back, nice in colour, give me an idea of how I'm going to paint things up. So looking forward to getting into those. So let's have a look what we actually get figure-wise. So we've got the figures in little bags to help me along. I've got the Hearthguard there. They're all in chainmail. Let's just try and focus in on them. Yep, all in the chainmail. And then the Warlord comes in a separate bag with all the shields for the Hearthguards and the warriors. It looks. So they're all in there, so I'll have a nose at those. And then there's the warrior bag and the berserker bag. So let's have a look at the Hearthguard for the moment. Looks like we've got sword and shield, 2-handed axe, sword and shield, Probably axe and shield or something like that, or a javelin. No, it can't have javelin, so it's going to be sword or an axe with shield. So, yeah, one man with double-handed axe. We'll see if we've got one of those in there. We'll see. So that's the half guard. Let's put them off to one side. So, Warlord. Yeah, looks a nice one. Nice pose. We'll find his arms and weapons in there somewhere, no doubt. Looks like he's got a sword that comes with a hand, or axe that comes with a hand. So we'll dig that one out. So that, yep, nice one there. So we've got 4 of the berserkers. Not easy to focus in on these. Not at all with my camera, it doesn't appear to be. Picks up my written, but nothing else. So, yep, 4 berserkers. Looks like 2 with 2-handed axes and 2 with some other bits and pieces. We'll have a look and see what they suggest on those ones. So, 8 warriors, 16 warriors, so that'll be there. Having a look at them there, there's a little bit of flash to remove and mould lines. Some of the proportions, I think, are a little bit dodgy. I don't know if you can see this one. He's obviously holding his spear to his shoulder, but he has a very odd shaped and length of forearm and wrist there. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it particularly well there, but yeah, it's a little bit odd. There's a couple of those which are strange. Yeah, same ones that are in the same positions there, so you've got those 2 particularly a bit odd. Yep, oh, there's another one there. The other ones seem all okay in proportion, well, with the exception of that one, who seems to have a foreshortened arm. And it's not as if you're going to stick the hand, which is already on the weapon. These have got hands, so the weapons are going to fit into them. So I think they're going to need a little bit of drilling to get a reasonable fit. Now, so those are a little bit disappointing on the sculpt on those from metal figures that I'm used to for other manufacturers. But the other ones are okay. Half guard are fine. Warlord's fine. Just the warriors are a little bit dodgy. So we'll see how they stack up. I did order in a couple of sprues of herdmen from the from eBay, just to have a look at what the Gripping Beast plastics look like in conjunction with the metals. And they're probably okay for height. I think quite okay for height. A little bit less chunky than the metal ones, but you know, it's what you come to expect with moving from metals to plastics. Plastic ones are much more nicely detailed. I think the metal ones are perhaps older sculpts from Gripping Beast. But there they are. I think they should be all okay once they're painted up and ready to go onto the table. So this was another bit of an odd one. This is one of the berserkers, and if you can have a look at his hands, you can see that they are in a slightly odd position. I think he should be holding a spear, thrusting. But if I drill out the hands in the angle that they're moulded or sculpted, I'm going to drill through the hands and through the actual fur cape. So it is a bit of an odd one. Not sure how I'm going to do that. We'll have to see. I mean, the 4 warriors are not good, and I'm not particularly keen or happy with this one. So I think I shall contact Gripping Beast and speak to them about the figures of these ones. So we'll see what comes from that. So let's have a look, a little more detail at the 4 warriors. So 4 of the figures out of the Viking starter box from Gripping Beast. These are probably the worst ones of the sets. And you can see the spear arm. It is very poorly sculpted, really. These must be some really old sculpts of theirs. They don't seem to have got round yet to resculpting them and sharpening them up a bit. But the proportions of the spear arm are absolutely horrendous. and the hands are minuscule and hardly sculpted at all. However, I did email Gripping Beast and speak to them about it, and they are going to send me 4 replacement figures for these ones, for the warriors, and also they're going to send a replacement for the odd berserker, where the hands, I've got no idea what weapon they are actually gripping, and if I drilled it, it would go through his cape. But yeah, at least they've responded very quickly, and they're going to send out replacement models for these. So well done, Gripping Beast. So thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. If you think your friends will be interested in it, please share it with them. So yeah, there will be some saga battles, no doubt, sometime in the future. Just got to get them all painted up yet, and see how we go. I have got an Italian army coming in from Warlord, which is going to keep me busy as well. I'll go through that when that arrives and see what units I've got there. But I've also got some units coming from Empress Miniatures, who do the Ascari for the Italian Second World War. So that should be nice. So looking to see you in future videos. Keep tuned and please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks a lot.